Good evening. My name is Payman, and this is the first episode of our new series, The Leaders with a Heart, which is basically I'm gonna be bringing incredible people. We're doing incredible things, but what really stands out with these people is how they have an amazing heart and they're giving back to causes and communities, not just in terms of financial help, but also in terms of they can be mentoring, leadership, or their time, or sharing their knowledge or whatever, as a way to give back to communities. So tonight I have a very special guest, my good friend, Dr. Iris Perkins. She's an absolutely amazing lady. I coined her to be the queen maker, and I'm going to let her tell us why she's been named, well, not named, but that's her perfect label for her, the queen maker. So Miss Queen Maker, the floor is yours. How are you tonight?
Am fantabulous. I am so grateful that I am able to be with you on tonight. Thanks so much for asking me.
It's my pleasure. And again, this is the first episode I'm gonna be recording, and I couldn't think of a better person in the community than you. And I'm very honored to have you. So thank you for accepting to be the first guest in this long series of amazing people.
Wonderful. I am excited about that. Thank you so much that I am able to be a part of this.
Pleasure. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background, or who you are, and what do you do?
Oh, great. And I'll try to be real short because that is a long topic to talk about. But I am from Virginia, and I am the seventh child of seven children. I guess I said that right. I'm the
Wow.
youngest.
Number
Yes,
lucky seven. Are you number lucky seven?
that's that's when everything just kind of started when I came. But
Wow. So the writing was on the wall, right from on the stars, right from the day one
right
when you
from the
came in
beginning,
this
right?
world. Wow.
So, and I am, happy. I have had two siblings to pass in the last 3 years, along with my father has passed, and so, but we
Sorry
are,
to hear that.
yes, thank you for that, and we, are still uh, hanging around each other, every once in a while. Some of us a little closer than others, but you know how family can be. So, yeah, so we still kind of talk, and, everybody talks when they can talk, when everybody's busy. But since COVID, it just kind of have made everybody kind of come together a little bit because some people are not able to go and do the things that they were doing before that made them so busy. And now they're able to kind of come together, which it's a good thing. Family is great. Family is the core of our world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, once people get that, get that whole concept to know that family is the most important thing. We have careers, we have businesses, we have all of these things, but when it comes down to it, what we will really regret the most is how much time we did or did not spend with our family and those
Very
people
true.
we love. Yeah. And so
Exactly.
I have really had a great time during COVID. My sympathies to everyone who has lost someone during this time. I do understand that that is trying for some, but we've been fortunate to have great things to happen even during this shakeup. I've seen a lot of people become very creative. People who have actually been working 9 to 5 jobs have now, started other businesses, and they're doing things that they really wanted to do but couldn't do it because of the 9 to 5. And so, some people have become millionaires over 8 months or the time that we've been out because they have now started operating in their passion. And so it's no different as far as I'm concerned as some of the things that I've been doing. As I was sharing with you, I was working on some embroidery earlier, and that's one of the business I've had for a couple of years is embroidery.
Wow.
And I have had great opportunity to scale it higher, and even probably I wanted to sell it at one time, but I have kind of managed to keep it to where, one or two people or two or three people can handle the workload And so I've kind of, kept it that way, and I'm sure I could blow it up a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. But in any event, what my passion is helping people. I want to help women. I'm connecting with women, that I connect with them, that I can help them become whole through knowledge, and to be confident about who they are, bring all of the fragments of themselves from everywhere, all over the world, and bring them all together, make them whole, so that they can be productive and impact the world for the kingdom of God. I am really excited about that. And
That's
that's what I've
beautiful.
been, yeah, I've been kind of working on that, for the last several months, with intensity. And so I'm looking forward to some of the things that I have coming up, but that has really been a big deal for me.
For sure. And also, since when we had the first chat a few days ago, I found out that you're a multiple, you wrote a few books already. So you're a bestseller and you're super sought after speaker. So tell us a bit more about all of that, because people need to know who you are, because you're an amazing lady, amazing person with a golden heart. So tell us more about you. Don't be shy. It's okay. Let it
Thank,
shine.
thank you so much. You put me out there now. So I guess
No
I have to
pressure. No pressure.
let's see. Well, one of my friends called me. They call me a serial business owner, a serial author. I'm just a lot of serial whatever, because when I do one thing, I just begin to multiply it. I have 6 books that I have written
Whoa.
personally, and then one book that I have co-authored in. And all of those, of course, are available online under Dr. I. Franklin Perkins. And I have really enjoyed writing. I have written in various genres. Most of it is in the faith-based genre. And, there are just some things that I think about, and I say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and write about it. And I don't think that anyone should stop an author from writing about whatever it is on their heart,
Exactly.
regardless if it's in the same space or not. And some of mine are not. And so I have at least 20 other books that I want to write, that I will write before I leave here, this earth, as I'm saying. And there's some of them are movies, some of them are short
Wow.
stories, novels. There's all kinds of things. My imagination is just crazy, and I try to keep it confined to a degree, so they won't lock me up. But
Nobody's gonna lock you up. Don't worry.
but my imagination is just wow. I have one that I really want to see if I can submit to someone. I think Tyler Perry would probably be the best one to get this one, but I think it would be phenomenal. I already have it ready, but we'll get to that when it happens. But I am, if you didn't know already, an ordained minister of over 20 years. And I am really enjoying the things that I do in helping people move from point A to point B. I deal with, or actually, if you meet me and I give you my elevator speech, I am Dr. Iris Perkins. I am called the doctor for the soul. And what I do is,
Whoa. That's amazing.
yes, yes. I help Christian women to eliminate emotional pain, a fear of rejection, depression, and I help them develop inner peace without pills, potions, or physical contact.
That's amazing. So what do you have to? So if a lady wants to go through your program, what is the process? Do you have like a mastermind? Do you have like a course coaching? Tell us more about what you offer.
Yes, well, right now I'm running a course, and I know it's going to be, by the time this airs, the course is going to be over. But I do have coaching opportunities where I'm able to coach someone through 3 to 6 month period, depending on, where they are right now and how much help they need. I'm able to help coach them to wholeness, to help build their confidence. Some of my story is that I was a person, and I know you probably wouldn't believe this, but I have been a person of fear since I was 5 years old. I never liked standing out in front of people. I never wanted to be up. I couldn't talk in front of people. I was even scared to go to the bathroom sitting in church as an adult. And I wouldn't get up because I was so afraid that people were going to talk about me. I was just dealing with a lot of head trash, a lot of things on the inside from, childhood, and just being rejected so many times. And I was afraid to even do what I'm doing now. This is a miracle that I'm here. And so many people deal with fear of rejection from groups of people that they want to fit in. So they reduce themselves in order to fit in. And I had done all of those things. Allow people to manipulate me, allow people to use me, allow people to clown me or joke me, for their sport, just so I can fit in. And it still didn't work. And so I had gone through quite a few of those situations, and they were emotionally draining. And it caused me to get to a crossroads where I didn't want to live anymore. And so I went to as far as trying to eliminate my life. And, I just thank God that I was stopped in the process by some miracle sheriff, and it just was so crazy. But even as I look back at it now, it was divine. It was divine order that I am to be here to help somebody get through a tough time.
Yes, indeed. It's everything. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and everyone we meet, we never meet anyone just randomly. Some people, we meet them because they are here to teach us a lesson, and they're here only for a season, and other people are here to help us and guide us. That's at least my view. And I believe that I'm a very spiritual person. I believe that when God gives it, puts a challenge on our path, he never puts a challenge that we are not able to handle. He knows already that we can handle it and overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
And the stronger, the more difficult the challenge, the bigger the outcome, the reward, the growing up that we will do on the other side. So my question to you is: so you went through this incredible amount of pressure and pain from people around you. How did you overcome that? How did you overcome that fear of rejection that was holding you back in every aspect of your life?
Well, because, and I didn't say earlier, but I guess I can say it here now, is that my father was a Baptist minister.
Okay.
And we were raised in the church. And so, but as you know, after being raised in the church, I got to the place where I didn't even want to go to church anymore. I was just so tired of it, because we were the examples. We had to be perfect. And you can't tell a 10-year-old, don't do this, you can't do that. We were not really able to live a childhood because we had to be perfect. And that in itself was very daunting. And so with that being said, as I was growing up, I didn't want to be bothered with the church or anything like that. But after a while, those things and all of the other stuff that I had endured over the years, it just started taking toll on me. And after I came out, it was prayer that helped me. I was able to actually, Payman, to go into scriptures to find the things that were necessary for me to see. Many times we read it and we get so confused with the these, the thous, and the those. And so I went and I looked to find some of the scriptures that I thought would fit my situation. And I used them like affirmations. And I began to
Beautiful.
speak them over myself and find out what God said about fear. And one of the passages, it said that he has not given us the spirit of fear, but he's given us power. He's given us love, and he's given us a sound mind. And so I knew then that I can't be crazy, because he's He's giving me a sound mind and not fear. So I began to use those affirmations, and then I found some other processes that kind of work for me that I teach when I'm coaching. I teach those people who are, are needing this, and to help them, and it will build their confidence because it built my confidence.
For sure. And looking back in those, what would you say was the biggest lesson you learned on how to overcome your the fear of rejection you had, and what allowed you to go from point A, where you were completely almost paralyzed, you couldn't do anything, up to not only getting rid of that, but also spreading your wings and flying to and soaring to incredible heights? What allowed you, what was the biggest lesson you learned in the process?
And learning that the biggest lesson was that I was better than what my head trash was telling me.
I believe that our worst enemy is right here. What the internal dialogue that we have with ourselves, that's the biggest.
Absolutely.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. That the internal dialogue was horrendous. It was, you're not this, you're not that. They don't want to talk to you. You don't supposed to be here. You're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not light enough. It was just so many.
Who do you think you are? You know?
Yeah, who do you think you are? You
Get
can't
back in
do
line.
exactly. So the head trash was the biggest enemy that I had, and it just kept needling me. And so some of the processes I did learn and that I do teach, I was able to reduce it and many times shut it up completely. And so that was one of the biggest lessons I learned, that I was more powerful than my head trash was telling me I was.
And so, for example, let's say right now there's you help. If I understand, your target is helping Christian black Christian lady. So let's say there's a Christian black lady watching this, and she has this problem. What advice would you give to her to overcome what she's facing right now? And she's facing
Well,
the same kind of internal negative, toxic dialogue she has that is holding her back and preventing her to express her full potential.
Well, the first thing you need to do is identify it and know that it is not you talking. It is not you talking. It is an enemy that comes against you, that speaks to you about the things you've done in the past, those things that have caused you to be sad or depressed. Those things start coming to you and talking to you, and you have the power to shut it up. You have the power to shut it down. You have the power to recreate new head voices, or basically those things that you want to hear, your internal dialogue. I love myself. You're beautiful. You're more than a conqueror. You are, the righteousness of God. You were created in his image. Those wonderful things, when we take those and replace the negative head talk that we hear with positive head talk that we are, then that would be the beginning of your transformation.
And also, just to add to that, that's beautiful. As one of the brightest and most amazing minds of past century, Mr. Les Brown said that your perception, what others think of you, is not what you are, and that's some. Do not allow what others might think of you or tell you that you are. Identify you, because they are not you. You are you, and basically you have the power to remove that from them by telling them, listen, what you say, that's your opinion. I respect that. You're entitled to it, but that is not me. I view myself differently. And that's something that I really, I personally use to help myself to overcome some of my own personal toxic, negative self dialogue that I've had. And that's something that also can help a lot. That's beautiful. Um, so let's talk about, because the whole premise of this show is about bringing amazing people that are also that have a beautiful heart, a great heart, and giving back. So tell us about how you contribute in any way, shape, or form to causes that are dear to your heart, or to anyone. So how are you doing that? Tell us about that.
Thank you. That's good. That's a good question. Thanks for asking.
My pleasure.
I've always been a giver. I've always been a giver, not to the degree that I am now. I was always raised up to know, it's better to give than it is to receive. But, as a kid, you want to receive, 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 that kind of thing. But, as I grew older and I realized that giving is the way that you do receive. And you don't always receive the same amount you gave. You actually receive more than what you gave, because what you're giving is just a seed that you're planting for your future to receive. And
Absolutely.
so with that being said, even now, I have I am giving more to different organizations and institutions. And I established a nonprofit organization some years ago called All Is Well Foundation Incorporated.
That's
And
amazing.
it's designed, it has 6 arms. We provide food, shelter, clothing, character development, education, and health information and support to our communities, that the 7 communities that's around, but we're kind of focused on 2 of them for the most part right now. And we do those things and try to provide for the homeless. And as a matter of fact, I don't know when this is going to air, but November the 7th, we are already planned to have a community blessing where we will be blessing the
Wow.
community with food boxes. We will be blessing them with mask and hand sanitizer.
That's
And we're
amazing.
amping up for that right now. We're hitting some closed doors because some of the grocery stores or food lines in the Walmarts, they're getting hit hard because it's such a, everybody, it's such a need everywhere. So we, of course, are always open for donations, not just financial, but donations of canned goods and non-perishables that we can support at least 100 families each time we do this. And so we're giving back with that, with the nonprofit organization. And as a matter of fact, Payman, we're also on Amazon Smile. So if somebody
Wow.
wants to, every time you order something, you have to go through Amazon or
Yep.
smile.amazon.com.
Hmm.
And if you want some of your proceeds, when you purchase something, it doesn't cost you anything, but whatever you purchase,
Hmm.
Amazon will send our organization as a portion of the purchase that you made. And so that would really help us out. But we're looking for any types of canned goods. The foods and all those things are always helpful to us. So that's where I've been giving back for the most part. And I have partnered with another international organization that provides water in Africa. And
Wow.
so that's it's called ICM in our city of Hampton. And we're able to kind of partner with them to get some monies and finances over to foreign countries. So I am a fan. I am a fan of giving back, and I just I know the blessing in giving. It's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
It
It's
comes
awesome.
back to
It
us
feels
in
great too.
hundredfolds for sure. For sure. Let me just the name of your organization is All Is Well Organization.
All is Well Foundation
Foundation.
Incorporated. Uh-huh.
And currently, you guys are helping in your local area, right? Or are you doing
Yes.
it throughout the U.S.?
We right now we're helping our local area where the area we are, it's really low income, and people are really strapped for cash. They're strapped for food and whatnot.
Which area is that?
That is called Newport News, Virginia, downtown Newport News.
Virginia. Okay, that's beautiful. And how long have you been doing this with them, with this foundation? I mean, this is your
Well,
foundation, right? Mm.
yes, absolutely. We've
Mhm.
been doing it for at least 20 years, but we started the foundation 2015.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Mhm.
beautiful. Okay. And you said you're also helping an organization, ICM, to give clean water to people in Africa.
Yes, they have wells. They dig wells and actually set up churches through the international. It's an international corporation. They set up the churches, but you can go through them. And one of our partners with that ICM, we
And
also partner.
in which country in Africa do you know that they actually do these actions?
From what I understand, they're all over, but I do know Nigeria, they were really active in. Um, and I want to, I can't remember the other part of that. And I really wish I'd known that. I would have been
That's
more
fine.
prepared for that. But I do know Nigeria, they're active in. And I believe that there are some other parts that they're over. They actually, when I went, they had a whole map of places where they've been. And I was just so in awe and just, wow. But one of the other partners through that is through the Tidewater Peninsula Baptist Association, that is has a international part of the ministry where they're able to go over and dig the wells and work in concert with ICM.
That's beautiful. Have you thought about actually going in person with this organization on the ground in Africa and participating and seeing the smile of gratitude of these people? Because to me, there's nothing that can compare to seeing the beautiful, genuine smile of someone that you've helped. And there's nothing more. It gets me goosebump right now. It's like it affects not only your heart, but affects your soul. You know,
Yes.
I, I,
Yes.
I I have an expression that it's almost like a soul orgasm because it brings your soul to a place that nothing can match that, you know?
Correct. And you're absolutely correct. Yes, I have had a couple of invitations, but my schedule had not allowed me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Our partner, actually, he goes, I think it's about 3 or 4 times a year. He goes between Africa and Haiti. And so we've had invitations to go, but our schedules just had not allowed us to do so. But we will uh, definitely go to see, exactly what we've been supporting.
Yeah, I love to get involved in this kind of projects because for me, it's all about, it's good to make money for us, but we reach a point that it has to be more than just for us because all our needs are met, and
Mhm.
we have to have a why that is much bigger than just us and our immediate family, but also to have an impact on those less fortunate than us, and that's what
Absolutely.
I'm all about right now. That's what really attracted me first to this master coaching group with Akbar, because his message really talked to me, to my heart, which is make more to give more. And
Absolutely.
I'm sure you've read my post. What I'm planning to do is I'm an e-commerce guy. I'm not a coach. And what I wanted to do is to launch a product, physical product. I'm looking to do it to manufacture in Argentina. It's a leather product. And for each unit that I will sell, I will give 1 unit. Basically, it's sunglasses, leather sunglasses, the sexiest, classiest sunglasses you will ever see, but all 100% made for leather, premium, high-end Argentine leather. And for each unit I will give 1 unit, one pair of, glasses to people that need it but cannot afford it. And I want to be on the ground in Argentina and do it, give it to them, because when I see the faces of people that finally get able to see again, that's something that I'm already vividly picturing. That's the moment I'm looking more to it, not just the fact of getting the product and seeing the sales, the money I'll be making from that, but actually seeing the smiles on the face of the people. When I joined the group with Akbar on the vetting call, Akbar asked me, so what's your why? Is it to buy Lamborghinis and stuff? I said, no, my goal is not to make $1 million. My goal is to give $1 million. And for
Yes,
me to give $1 million, I need to generate $3 million. He said, all right,
absolutely.
brother, you're in,
Absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely.
So that's something I'm extremely passionate about. I've been a giver, love helping people ever since I was a kid. Even my parents telling me when they took me, for example, to school, even my snack in school, that there was other kids my age that didn't have a snack, and I was gladly shared with them way back when I was in kindergarten and whatever. I've always been like that, always helping people.
Mhm.
And finally, now that I'm able to be in a position to make an actual contribution, I think a time comes. I read a quote. I mean, I've read a few quotes lately that really changed the whole focus of my life, and one of them is the two most important dates on a person's life is when they're born, and second of all, when they find out why they're here.
Why? Absolutely. That's important.
That's when you really become not just living, but you're alive. You feel the fire inside of you. And that's what I've been feeling ever since I knew that, hey, this is my turn, my time to shine, showtime to give back and to help those. And The only thing right now that is holding me back is what's going on, this COVID thing that's making traveling impossible right now. But as soon as that is over, I'll be on the first plane. I can't wait. I'm like a lion in a cage right now, just waiting to be unleashed.
I understand. But we can get so much done so that when that time does come, we will be so prepared.
I would love to come to Virginia or Newport and help you in person to do whatever you have to do to these people, even together. Maybe you can go to Africa, help these people in person. Even when I launched this product in Argentina, and I told Akbar, you're welcome to come. I would love to have you, Akbar, and even you and anyone else from the community. They're more than
Yes.
welcome to come and join us and be there. Not only it's an amazing, beautiful country, but also it's an incredible experience when you actually see helping people
Yes.
that have nothing to give you back other than the most precious thing they have, which is the gratitude, their smile. That's the most precious thing a person can give you, a genuine smile. It's not about the money, whatever. It's not, okay, I do this for you. What can you do for me? No, it's not about that. It's about, okay, I help you because I know I'm in a position, like I'm blessed to be in a position to help you. And I'm sure, and all I'm asking you is once you get on your feet, do the same, help someone else.
Yes.
Just pass it forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what makes us, that's what connects us and helps the world go around for sure is definitely, paying it forward, giving.
Yeah, and also because we as entrepreneurs, we have not only a duty but a responsibility to do good, not just because it's the right thing to do as a human being, but also because it's good for business. Because the more, if your business is aligned with a good cause, people want to be not only just customers but loyal fans, evangelical fans of you, because they say, "Wow, this is a company that has a heart. This is not just a company trying to make as much money, but a company that really cares about people, gives back."
Absolutely.
So it's the right thing to do for every one of us as entrepreneurs. We are blessed to be in a position to help others. So let's take this beautiful, wonderful gift that life has given us and to spread the joy, spread the prosperity, whatever. Because we cannot change the world, but if we are able to change the world for one person, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I read another quote that said, I forgot who said, so what is your definition of success? I said, well, you can have a million definitions, but for me, is if because of me, someone was able to breathe happy and be smile, then that for me is success. Even one person, that's all I care about. If I can change, if each and every single one of us helps one person get out of the hole they are, or help them in a way, then if each of us does that, then before long, this world will be in a much better place.
Absolutely.
And
I
that's a
agree.
mission. That's what I'm very passionate about. And I'm so happy to be in such a community of givers and all that. And super excited. I get goosebumps. I don't know if you can see it here, but I get goosebumps.
I feel it from the inside too. I'm trying to compose myself.
Please don't cry. I don't have any napkins here. Oh, I do.
I know, because as you're talking, I'm just thinking about, how so many people that we have helped that we do see and how they're grateful, just for something small. And it's just, I don't know, it just does something to you on the inside because it's just a part of you giving a part of who you are to someone else. And
especially for me, given my background, because I was born in Afghanistan. My family left Afghanistan when I was 3 years old. I was among one of the lucky, privileged people to be born in a family that was able to get out of there. Otherwise, if I had in Afghanistan, we left Afghanistan when I was 3-4 years old back in the early 80s. If we had not the opportunity back then to leave, I don't even know if I would still be here today.
Wow.
So for me, I feel an extraordinary, I'm super compelled to help people because I was a lucky one that got out of it and I was given a second chance. And now I want to do the most of it. It's not just for me. I don't care about all the material possessions. I've had that. I've played the corporate lifestyle, whatever, and I got tired of it. I said, no, now it's all about giving back. It's about helping others. what would you say to someone that would like to contribute and help but doesn't know where to start? Where would you recommend for them to go and look for a cause that they can actually get excited about, get passionate about? Is there any resources you would recommend, or it just
Well, one of the first things I would recommend for someone who is looking for a cause, the real truth is that need is everywhere. You can find
absolutely?
need around the corner from your house, your neighbor next door. You'd be surprised of who really would benefit from your giving. However, what I've discovered is that when I decided how I wanted to give or who I wanted to give to on a regular basis and the things that I wanted to do, I started thinking about myself as I was growing up and some of the things I may have wanted, or the mindset that I was in, or something that I might have needed. And those people who were around me, those things that touched my heart, those things that I was passionate about growing up. In school, it's the craziest thing. In school, I could not stand a bully. I didn't like a bully. So I would protect those who were being bullied. And so I knew what they were feeling because I had gone through, similar things. So when you're looking to give, look at what you've been through. Look
Absolutely.
at what you've been through and what's passionate about you. There are many people who may have been homeless growing up, so they want to take on homeless contributions, or help building houses. There's some people who didn't have enough food growing up, so they want to build warehouses of an overabundance of food. It really starts with where you come from, what it is that you're passionate about. That's where you will be able to get the full understanding or the full revelation of where you need to really give.
Yes. And also, you can be really deeply involved. You can really connect with the people, and they can relate to you. Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you've
Absolutely.
been in the shoes. It's all about that. You've been in the shoes. That's
Yeah,
important. Yes.
absolutely.
All right. Awesome. So, when if someone wants to reach out to you, or if they want to connect with you in terms of if they're interested to get help, how would they reach you out? Do you have a website or Facebook group or anything?
Yes, I do. Well, I'll give you the email first. The email for contact is courses that transform at gmail.com.
Transform at
And
gmail.com. Okay.
my Facebook fan page is It's Me, Dr. IFP Ministries.
IFP Ministries. Okay. Do you
Yes.
have a podcast, a YouTube channel, or anything?
Well, I have a YouTube channel. Yes, it's being developed right now, but it's called
Okay.
Fix My Soul.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. Okay.
And that's
Okay.
it's currently being developed. And also, I've started a group called Black Christian Women who want to build confidence. And so that you can also find that group on Facebook as well.
So that's the name of the group, Black women that want to build
Black Christian
confidence.
women,
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Black Christian. Okay.
Black Christian women building confidence.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes,
So I will put that in the show notes.
yes.
That's
And my regular website is dririsperkins.org. Right now, it is running towards my course. For the next week or so, or actually till Sunday, it's going to run to my course. But otherwise, you can can contact us through that. dririsperkins.org is our website.
.org. Okay. Perfect. We'll put that all in the show notes. That's amazing. Listen, I don't know what to say. It's been absolutely a privilege and an honor to have you, because I know you're an absolute, you're an angel. I can feel that. It's in you to help people, and you're a big time giver. So I couldn't think of a better person to bring on for my first guest as you. It's an
Thank you.
honor
I really
and my pleasure. Well, do you have any closing comments or thoughts for any lady that would like that are going to what you're going, or if someone that wants to help or reach out? Any closing thoughts?
Well, what I would like to say to you is whatever it is that you decide you want to do it because you want to do it, not because you've been told to do it, not because you've been manipulated to do it, but do it because you feel it. Do it because you're passionate about it. Don't look at what someone else is doing because it's not going to work for you. It works for them because it belongs to them. But whatever it is that you find that you're passionate about, you bring the uniqueness to it. And no one else can duplicate it because they can't duplicate you. So when you look at your sister and in the case of whoever listened to your brother, and you see that they're doing great things, and you say, I wish I could do that. Wish that you could do what it is that you're designed to do, because you'll never be able to keep up with them. I always say, the moment that we begin to compare ourselves with other people, we automatically lose because we cannot duplicate who they are. Be who you are. Know that you're powerful. Know that you are unduplicatable. That's a great word.
Amen. Amen. Beautiful. Couldn't say any better. And also, don't let anyone else's impression of them define you or what they
Correct.
label you as to be who you are, because they have no idea. That's just what they think. And in
Absolutely.
900% of the cases, they are dead wrong.
Right. Correct.
So thank you very much, Iris. It's been a pleasure, and have a great evening, and we'll catch you later on. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you
Take care.
so much. Appreciate it.